Hi everyone. So today we're going to be going over the chapter Field Trip. It was pages 173 to 179. Short, quick, sweet chapter. So in this chapter, our author, Tim O'Brien, takes his daughter, Kathleen, to Vietnam. She is, I want to say she's 10 years old. Am I right? I think I am. She's about 10 years old. This is supposed to be like a little trip for her to get to see the world, enjoy things, and overall she's having a good time. They've gone to a lot of historical places, but he finally decides that he's going to take her back to the spot where Kiowa died. Remember that? The field, right? So, yes, she is 10. So, this is where they go. And it says at the beginning, you read, it says, few months after completing in the field, I returned with my daughter to Vietnam, where we visited the site of Kiowa's death, and where I looked for signs of forgiveness or personal grace, or wherever else the land might offer. So why is he here? Why did he choose to come back to the spot? He chose to come back here because he's seeking forgiveness for what happened with Kiowa. Was he the person that let his boot slide? Maybe, right? But either way, he was there when Kiowa died, and he feels guilt for that. He feels some responsibility, and he's seeking forgiveness. While he's there were yellow butterflies. Yellow butterflies. And in your notes, it told you to go back, to page 115 to see what you noted about yellow. And you could guess with butterflies that that's probably got to do with freedom or with peace, something along those lines. That is what yellow stands for as well. So it stands for yellow, freedom, peace. So he's sort of seeing that he's seeing nature give him that forgiveness for what happened there. Now his daughter isn't so impressed with this spot. She's like, why are we here? It smells rotten. It stinks. Well, remember it's the poop field. So it would smell. Also, it says that while she's here, so she's been a good tourist. She's enjoyed most of the places they've gone. She's liked it all. It says at the same time, however, she'd seem a bit puzzled. The war was as remote to her as cavemen and dinosaurs. So again, we've all heard of cavemen and dinosaurs, but we can't really understand how the cavemen lived, right? We've never been them. We've never experienced that. She has never experienced the war, so it is still a little puzzling to her. It is remote to her. It is not something she can really relate to. She does not understand why her dad wanted to come back to this location, not only because she's 10, but because it just doesn't make sense to her. She even calls him weird. Come down here on page 175, says, you know something, sometimes you're pretty weird. And she says, you are too dumb, or you are too weird. Like coming here, some dumb thing happens a long time ago and you can't ever forget it. Well, that dumb thing that happened a long time ago was a war that he was in where his friends died and got blown up, right? So of course he can't forget it, but she doesn't grasp that. Just like society didn't understand the soldiers when they came back from war. Okay, it's all remote. The people that weren't involved in the war, who've never experienced war, it is remote to them. They do not get it, and maybe they think that the behavior of people is a little bit weird, like she does. So while they're at this field, he has a few thoughts. One of the thoughts is on page 176, where he says, this little field I thought had swallowed so much, my best friend, my pride, my belief in myself as a man, some small dignity and courage. So this field, this spot, the thing that happened with Kiowa stole all of that from him. Physically, his friend, but also just his bravery, his courage, his pride, his belief in things. It wiped him out, guys. It tore him to pieces. And he's here and he's blaming this place for everything bad that has happened to him. He's blaming this place for all of the vulgarity and horror and Vietnam, everything that was bad that was in Vietnam. He's bringing it back to this one location as where it started and where it has stayed. So he's come back to this spot, though, to seek forgiveness and maybe to cleanse himself of all of that horror that happened earlier in his life. So he gets Kiowa's moccasins, which he's brought with him, He wades out into this water, and his daughter is watching him going, I can't believe you're stepping in there. Oh my gosh, it's so gross, right? But he's doing it anyways because he needs to. So again, we're in the water, sort of like a baptism. He's sort of washing himself clean, asking for this forgiveness. He buries Kiowa's moccasins right about the spot where they found Kiowa's bag, sort of as a symbolic burial of that, putting the stuff away. And he says, I felt something go shut in my heart while something else swung open. So did he find that forgiveness? Did he find that healing he's here searching for? I'm thinking yes. I think the bad part in his heart closed, some new opening, new beginning opened, sort of like the baptism, things are opening. The paradox that you were supposed to find was on page 178. Hopefully you found that. As a sun made me squint 20 years, a lot like yesterday, a lot like never. Interesting, right? How can it be like yesterday, but also like never? Well, it's like it just happened. It's almost like it never happened because it is so far-fetched, so crazy, it's hard to believe anything like that ever happened. Now, who in this chapter had a hard time understanding and believing her father, understanding why he needed to be here? Kathleen. Kathleen didn't get it. She doesn't get the feelings that he's experiencing or why he has this need to do certain things and constantly brings up this war. She doesn't get it. She is symbolic of society who also just doesn't get it.